This is Lester Nyaringo here. Yes, I've been watching news online and it is extremely encouraging on what's happening in Burkina Faso. When the military general who came to power through a coup d'etat has completely transformed the country, within a very short time. If you go to Burkina Faso, you'll be surprised. Anyway, let me hope that whatever we see in social media is true. But I'm sure that gentleman is a replica of the late Thomas Sankara. That gentleman is doing a marvelous job. And what does this translate into? I wish our President William Ruto, who is a civilian leader, democratically elected in courts, will just borrow. Yani ajizushe tu aseme hapana, I don't care, this gentleman is below 40 years, let me even travel to that country and find out exactly what this that guy is doing. Burkina Faso is less than 30 million people, it's around 24 million, which is half of Kenya. Of course, they have, they have natural resources, which we also do. But why, mbona William Ruto hawezi kujizusha sahi aseme, I still have about 2.5 years to lead Kenya, because 2027 there is uncertainty. Ruto is not assured of capturing a second term in 2027. But sasa sahi akitoka mamlakani, Wakenya watamkumbuka kwa nini? Watamkumbuka, what is William Ruto going to be remembered for? Abductions, corruption, buying political loyalty, destroying the political position in the country, which has put multipartyism in jeopardy, putting Raila under his armpit. Is that progress? Is that development? Is that part and parcel of democracy? Is that the bottom-up economic approach that William Samoei Ruto promised the Kenyans? Honestly, why can't, come on, if Ruto is a Christian, President William Samoei Ruto is a Christian, kwanza leo Jumapili najua alienda kanisani. Why can't he just operate humbly with humility and borrow some ideas? Come on, ideas, because the people William Ruto is moving with are dummies. They are dumb. They cannot advise him. Even Mzee Raila Odinga is with William Ruto for his personal interest. Raila doesn't care about the future of Kenya. Some of us were very blind. We thought Raila was patriotic, was nationalistic, but the man is an opportunist, is egocentric, is greedy. His main intent is just accumulation, material accumulation. Mzee Mkoba, almost 80 years. So instead of focusing to finish the journey you started as a freedom fighter for Kenya, Sahi, you are massaging a regime which abducts, kills, and actually destroys the structures of good governance in a country. Alafu kuja kujita freedom fighter. If you were standing for the truth, Mr. Raila, why did you go up and undergo a complete metamorphosis? If you stand on the truth, you fight for that truth all the way to the end. And I appeal to William Ruto. And the Gen Z are chanting Ruto must go. And I don't blame them. Things are not working well in our country. I appeal to William Ruto, ajizushe. Operate with humility and humble yourself, my brother. You have a nerve. Today, God forbid, if something happens and you are out of the presidency, or you are defeated in 2027, let me put it that way. You are defeated in 2027. What will Kenyans remember you for? What will Kenyans remember you for? Campaigning, polarizing the nation, destroying the constitution, disrespecting the judiciary, knocking people left and right. And, we have sent so many of our young people. Your regime, Mr. Ruto, has sent so many of our young people to their early graves. I love serikali yako inasema hatujui. How do they disappear? Just go to West Africa. This is the point I started with. Go to West Africa, link with Ibrahim Traore, the military is a military leader. And the tafadhali, hata naona kama hao military leaders, they end up doing a good job, because If you look at the records, Thomas Sankara was a military, he was a military leader, and he was really prepared to transform Burkina Faso. Alafu huyu jamaa mwingine amechukua, amefuata footsteps Thomas Sankara. Sasa kitu kama ile iko very straightforward, because even if you are president, with all the trappings of power, with all the money, with all, you acquire everything, it is only the end is 6 feet under. Sasa kama umeserve. And this, I'm appealing to President William Ruto. What will Kenyans remember you for, tafadhali? Just learn from past practices. I'm not even talking about America, because Kenya is very far. Kenya will take almost 100 years to reach America, because nikianza kusema hapa America tunafanya hivi, that will be just hiyo ni kupigia mbuzi gita, because this country in the US, there is these people are ahead. But my contrast is just Burkina Faso, and the Burkina Faso is even more poorer than Kenya. But the trajectory, the roadmap that gentleman Ibrahim Traore has set for that country is so meaningful, is so tangible, that in the next 10 years, hata badali akae hiyo madaraka, kama ni dictator akae, and I know Mungu atamlinda, is going to be the epitome of change for Africa. African leaders should learn from that guy. Wafanye benchmarking, and the first leader who should do that is our President William Ruto. Just go there, humble yourself, and you will learn a lot from Ibrahim Traore.